last time on Effed Up Radio. Sometimes I lose where I am. I get a little bit of Alzheimer's and I forget where the I am, you know? It's like I gotta think about it sometimes. Like I come in the kitchen and why am I here? I don't know. Like what? And then I go to the bathroom. Do I really need to be here? Now I want a sandwich. Now I remember why I went to the kitchen. So it's I don't know where I am. But right now we're here at the Effed Up Radio station, and we're gonna give you all the I can give you, and you can take that however you want it, because my ducky always, you know what I'm talking about. I've been watching a lot of animes lately. You know, a couple of throwbacks, some new, some old. You know. Dragon Ball actually it surprised me with its new direction.
Can we go back to the Dragon Ball Z thing?
Sure, yeah.
Can I ask a question?
I like to rewind.
I want to ask a question. And I want to ask both of you a question because I'm a big fan of what ifs and theories of timelines and all this. What if?
Gay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys.
What if Goku was a female? No. Would you have believed life would have been different if Goku married Bulma?
Ew. Yes.
Why? Wait. Hold on. Wait. Ill. Why is that ill?
Yes, because the way they met was very, very awkward, and then she touched Yamcha after that. So. Why would he want her after she touched Yamcha?
Vegeta touched.
I understand that she's smart. He's an alien. He don't know no better.
What do we say? Goku's an alien.
Goku was an alien until he cracked his head on Earth and he grew up an Earthling. Vegeta was an alien
with alien powers.
Who grew up on his planet with his father. Mm-hmm. So he understands gravity and fighting on different planets. Goku didn't understand that.
So when Vegeta calls him Kakarot, he's the only person that gets a pass. When everyone else calls him, he's like, "Yo, my name is Goku, so don't call me no Kakarot around here."
Yeah,
I'm Goku.
That's what Goku said. He was like, "Yeah, he can call me that because he's the only one that knows me as that. So who else will call me that?"
Yeah,
it's like everybody else, like, "Hey, Goku, Son Goku, Son Goku."
Yeah, I see what Goku's saying there. It's kind of like, well,
and then
we knew each other as babies. He knew what.
Vegeta
not know each other, but like he knew my lineage.
Vegeta calls him that mainly now out of disrespect because he knows he's the only person that calls him that. Kakarot.
Well, remember that's also his real name.
Kakarot.
Yeah, that's his
birth Saiyan name.
But you ever notice? But speaking about Vegeta, you notice Vegeta has only called Goku, I would say maybe 5 to 10 times. And he's only called him that when things are dire.
Yeah, that's what I said. Is out of respect. He's like he be calling him Kakarot out of disrespect because he's like, yeah, that's where you were born. But at the same time,
how's that disrespect? If that's your real name,
that is his real name, but that's not where he grew up at.
That's not like what he called. Yeah.
His planet doesn't exist. So how you gonna raise yourself in a way that you don't know? How does he know how to be a Saiyan? He doesn't, right? He's an Earthling. He's like Superman.
But that's why I made the Clark Kent reference. Yeah, I was saying like
Superman's technically the same shit. He grew up on Earth.
What's his alien name?
Kal-El.
Kal-El, right?
But he keeps that name. He sticks to it. He's fine with people calling.
Off-world.
No.
Off-world.
Well, no.
No, everyone on
his
Earth
Earth family don't call him that.
Everyone calls him Clark.
Call him Clark.
I feel like I think the superhero called him Kal-El.
Who?
No, I think the aliens.
Other than the other.
I believe Wonder Woman
Kryptonians, other Kryptonians and
Wonder
Martians.
Woman calls him Clark.
She calls him Clark, but
calls him Clark.
What about Martian Manhunter?
Just like she don't call Batman. She call that nigga Bruce.
But
you heard? Martian Manhunter calls him
Kal-El.
Yeah.
But look, he's a superhero, so why does he get a pass? He gets a pass.
That's not a pass. He's trying to hold on to Superman's heritage.
Right.
He is. Not Superman. Superman is good either way.
Does he call him Kal-El? Does he call him Superman? I'm trying to. Now
he calls him Superman.
He calls him Superman. I don't think he calls him Kal-El. I feel like I could picture him saying Kal-El.
He's called him Kal-El before. He's called him.
Called him Kal-El before. That doesn't mean that's what he calls him on a regular basis.
Okay, so my thing is, with back to the Kakarot situation. He's a Saiyan. He knew that because of the power and all the stuff but he never said I was a Saiyan born from the planet Vegeta. He says I'm Saiyan born on Earth. So he never calls himself. He still calls himself a Saiyan, and he's still in that Saiyan blood. Not like I said, but
because he is a Saiyan. It's like saying Superman is just an Earthling. He knows he's from Krypton. It just doesn't exist anymore. So, you can say you're from it, but they're gonna be like, oh, where that's at? You don't exist. I'm sorry.
It's on the other side of the black hole, back to Jupiter, all the way back there.
That's what I'm saying. Like he's not denying where he's from. He's just saying that this is where he grew up. Like he was from birth. They barely gave him a chance to get out of the water before they shipped him to another planet and was like, go destroy that.
Well, he wasn't shipped to go destroy it. Remember, his father knew what was going to happen, so he sent him to Earth to be safe. That was another thing.
Either way, bump on the head. Who the fuck am I?
It's like, on the head.
Now I'm a Earthling Saiyan, and he wouldn't even known he was a Saiyan until Raditz came. Now that I think about it. He would have never known. Nobody wouldn't have told him nothing because they wouldn't have been like, he don't need to be strong. Leave it alone.
No, when Raditz told him, he didn't believe it. He started to believe it when he fought Vegeta, and when Vegeta turned into the ape, he's like, yeah, this is part of us. And that's when Goku was like, oh, so that great ape that flattened the tournament back in Dragon Ball and killed all the people and killed my father. Well, yeah, my granddad was me. I was this giant monkey that was flattened everything. So I feel like that's when he was like, all right, this is who I am, this is what I am, and I gotta accept it.
And that's what he did. That's why he doesn't mind Vegeta calling him Kakarot, even though he doesn't like it.
But hold on, but back to the question. Do you think Goku and Bulma would have been a great relationship?
Not personally.
Why?
Me?
You're the only one that's saying no.
Like I said, personally, she's smart. It's just they're not compatible. Like, yeah, she'll let him do what he wants to do, which will backfire heavily. So
I don't think so. I won't believe that. I feel that if they got together in another timeline, that yes, she would let him do it, but in a sense, she would also be fair with him. She would like, look, if you're good, I know you're the strongest person on Earth. You got to protect the Earth. You got to protect the family. But if you're gonna have family, you got to be in your kid's life. You're gonna be in your kid's life by training him, teaching him, and making him stronger. Because when you're gone, who's gonna protect the Earth? Am I wrong?
She barely does that with Vegeta, so no, I doubt it.
But no, because look, she built stuff for Vegeta to get strong.
She built stuff for Vegeta to get strong, not Vegeta to teach her son. You never noticed that she keeps them separate?
No.
She'll let them talk to each other, but they don't hang out, you know.
But that's a choice. That's a choice. But she allows him to go.
Exactly. She's allowing it. Chi-Chi don't allow stuff like that. That's why Goku needs somebody like Chi-Chi, so he doesn't go off the handle. That's why he's a karate bum. He doesn't care about nothing but fighting.
But then this is why people call him a bad father, which he's really not.
He is.
No, he.
Where the fuck is he? Nigga fighting some nigga on another planet. It's like, nigga, I need homework done. Like, where are you, my nigga? Like,
but look, he's the guardian, so he's protecting the Earth.
He appointed himself the goddamn guardian. Nobody said, hey, Goku, you know, we did a vote. You the guardian. Like, no, nobody did that. That's Kami's job.
Well, now it's Piccolo's job.
Piccolo, Kami, the nigga died 3 times. So nobody's doing their job. So Goku put it up to himself and was like, let me help y'all out. Let me go to this other world. Let me die a couple times for y'all. Just because I like to fight people stronger than me.
But like, this brings me back to my point before. Look what happened when he died. Look what happened when he was going for what 5 to 7 years. The only person I didn't slack off was Vegeta. He was still training. He was still doing. Piccolo was sleeping, napping, meditating. Everyone just decided to say, I'm done with fighting. I'm gonna live a normal family life. And then look what happened. Majin Buu came and killed everyone, blew up the earth for God's sake. And you mean to tell me the only person y'all can depend on is the one man that said himself right after Cell Games, I'm gonna stay away for the purpose because every time I'm on Earth, these villains that come out of nowhere are always trying to kill me. So to protect my family, to protect the people I love, I'm gonna stay away. I'm gonna train in heaven and fight other dead people. And when I'm ready to come back, I'll come back. And what happened as soon as he came back? Like I said, Majin Buu came, killed everyone, and Goku and Vegeta were the only two to do it. I feel like to a point where, like I said before, not like I said, but with the Future Trunks thing, Trunks was by himself. Trunks could have went to a whole different planet, the new Namek, got some Dragons, brought everyone back. Why wasn't that done? Why didn't Vegeta tell? Here's another theory. Why didn't Vegeta tell Goku, hey, you have a family. You have a father. You have a mother. We had a planet. You know that, right? We can bring him back. All these arcs, all these theories, all these great stories they could have built on. I just feel like it would have been great. But just the fact you're focusing on two individuals that are going to get old and I feel like are going to get boring by the time we hit our 50s or 40s or 60s. I feel like it's not going to be a big thing because I'm 26, and if I ever have a kid, what I'm gonna tell my son, hey son, I want you to. If my son ever asks me, hey, what's this show, Dragon Ball Z? What's it about? Oh, it's about fighting these two individual Saiyans that protect the Earth. that don't sound like it don't even sound cool.
Pretty much it.
That's what I feel. That's what I said before. Character development. If they would have built the characters up more, like I said, Gohan, Piccolo, Goten, Trunks, all of them built them up to be stronger, or even in the same. Can I say parlay? Like in the same individual as their fathers. I would have been watching that because I would rather see Gohan step up and be like, nah, Frieza, you ain't gonna kill all of us. Bam, he turned Super Saiyan 3, 2, or he was secretly training with the gods and learned how to do Super Saiyan Blue. That would have been fire. Or like the Tournament of Power. And here was another thing. The Tournament of Power was not surprising. The only thing that surprised me was Jiren, because this man was on a whole nother level. This man counted everything from time skips to spirit bombs to final flashes. No one can touch him. But you mean to tell me a man that don't use his head, that don't overthink things, that he just throws his fist, caution to the wind, learn the most thing that not even a god can do. Again, it's always about Goku. Give the title to someone else. I would have been fine if it was Vegeta that learned it, but again, Vegeta's cocky, and that's why I hate. I like Vegeta. I respect him, but I just don't like him as a character because every time he has his foot, literally either his foot, his hand, whatever, when he's up there, nobody can touch him. But once he gets to that point, he's like, yeah, I'm strong. I'm gonna kill you, but I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna have this whole speech and let you do something crazy, and then you're at your fullest. Like Cell, he had the chance to kill Cell. He had the chance to end it all. What did he do? He let his pride and he let Cell talk him up by saying, Cell was like, this is not even my final form. If you let me devour 18, I'll give you a real battle. He's like, man, all right. Trunks like, what are you doing? Kill him. He's like, nah, don't you want to fight him? Don't you want to do it? This is your Saiyan. You're a Saiyan. Our pride. Trunks like, no, Dad. F the pride. I want to live. I want to go home. I want to go to a future where I don't got to deal with this again. And they fought. Cell became perfect. And then Vegeta got mollywopped. He got destroyed. Same thing with Frieza. You had him. You learned Super Saiyan Blue. You were the god. Frieza didn't know that. And you went toe to toe. He could not stand against you.
So many spoilers. So many.
Sorry.
But you don't, like, out of all of that, you don't see that as character development, though?
Not much, because it's focused around the two. Because if Vegeta ain't doing it, then it's always Goku. If Goku F's up, then Vegeta got to step in for that little bit, and then Goku got to step back in. And that's why I felt like if you would have gave the mantle to someone else, it would have made an interesting story. Because imagine
they already made a show for that. What is it, Wild Card or whatever it's called?
Heroes.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Heroes.
But that's not. That's
a big old what if show. That's exactly what it is.
But it's not. I can see where you're going with that, but but that's mostly about time travel, dimensions, and all that other stuff. And you don't really see much of the character. Like you see Trunks turn Super Saiyan 3, great, but he still gets destroyed. You see Goten and Trunks.
Possible. Which things are possible? Yes. I'm
fine with possibilities, but geez, like give these characters a chance. With any anime, since I'm doing too much spoilers, let's say Hunter x Hunter. Hunter x Hunter is
that shit.
No, Hunter x Hunter is a great example because they're not just focused on one person; they're focused on many people.
Yeah, and that's a directing style, though. I feel like that style didn't really get that popular until like maybe Bleach came out when they had a lot of backstory and things like that.
I hate Bleach.
No, I know, but they always like one of those pioneered things that they kind of did that kind of stuff a lot, where they did a lot of backstories and diving into each individual character's stories and strengths and weaknesses.
But Bleach, I'm glad you brought it. Bleach was a good example because, like you said, character development and director. But Bleach just talked too much.
Yeah, no backstory, motherfucker. Like you gonna have to deal with shit.
I love dialogue. Yeah, actually,
I'm fine.
Talking is cool to me.
But I'm fine with the backstory, but don't do it when you're about to fight. Like when you.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, when the action's like right there.
Yeah, like they'll know what it is. Yeah, I got my Zanpakuto. Yeah. My Zanpakuto is strong. Yeah, I know a new level. Bankai, just transform into this dangerous thing. Like, I was about to go down. Let me tell you this backstory of how this happened. No, I don't care right now. Tell me, fight now. Tell me this later, or do a prequel later on, and then I'll be satisfied. Don't talk to me for a whole 20 minutes. Then when the fight goes down, to be continued. No, I'm upset now because now I gotta wait.
String you along.
I gotta wait until a whole.
Did it too.
No.
They'd be like, oh, I've been waiting for this fight for 2 weeks, nigga. Next time on Dragon. Motherfuckers, they've been sitting like this for 2 days.
No, but Dragon Ball Z is different because I feel like Dragon Ball Z is different because, yeah, they will talk and power up. But at least they'll get a few punches in. Everybody's, all right, you got some few punches in. You ready for the real battle? They're like, Will Goku outcome his overpowered strengths? Find out on the next Dragon Ball Z. And I'm like, all right, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with, they got little punches in. He got a new power up. Everything. With Bleach, they will not even fight until they're at their full potential. And even if the person's like, yeah, I got you by the ropes, the person will just be like, all right, I'm gonna smile. He's gonna smile, then bam, something amazing happened. They like, to be continued. No. I cannot accept this.
Every director has his own taste.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't.
I'm fine with that, but just.
It does surprise me when that happens enough times that they keep viewers watching. It's just like it gets. There's always like a peak that they know how to do it. They know how to make a peak story.
Suspense.
Speaking about Bleach, wait, Twig, have you read the manga?
No. I barely watch the show. I just know that it does that a lot.
Well, they're coming out. They're coming back out this year.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. In I believe October.
Okay. That's interesting.
So you got a lot to catch up on.
Yeah. Nah. I'll actually the next anime I'm gonna get into is I'm curious about it. My Hero Academia.
I have not watched that yet.
Me neither, but I hear there's a lot on it.
Like I said, I've seen the Midoriya and what's his friend name?
Oh, I started watching Cowboy Bebop. That looks promising. The anime, not the new series. The one from like 98, 99 or something.
We will not talk about the live action.
No, I don't know if I'm gonna watch it. I don't watch any live action anime renditions. Ever since they fucked up for me anyway. Death Note. I can't watch any.
What, the Netflix one?
That was the first and last. That was the first and last one rendition I'm gonna ever watch, man. I'm not gonna let them do that to me again.
Not
Wait,
again.
Speak about Death Note. Did you finish Death Note?
Yeah, for the film I finished. Yeah. That was good.
What was your outcome of it? Did you love it? Did you
Love it. No, that's one of the best ones out there. Yeah, great story. See, and that didn't do a lot of the whole backstory and character development. They didn't dive that deep.
There was nothing to talk. There was nothing to go
It was
into.
all about the book and the demon, and then it was
Pretty straightforward.
and a cat and mouse game, and I love that. I love the cat and mouse
But-
stuff like that.
But again, like there's really not much to talk about. There's death. There's gods. Here's a book. He explains how it works. He tells you about his powers. You have a certain amount of lifespan, and you call it a day.
And have fun, watch.
Yeah, and like look, actually do it at your own risk.
But it's, the complexities is like that's very simple and basic. But that humans are so fucking
Greedy.
They are either greedy, vile, or just complex and complicated. And
Right.
you know, just because you're killing all bad people, so other people will be like, "Well, yeah, you're killing all bad people. What? That makes you kind of bad. You're kind of fucking up." You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
And
Your
so
own
then,
life at
and
the same
then,
time.
then you know, like who's who and who's siding with who and who's keeping what secret and all these other things that happen. And I was just like, for instance, like after a while he found joy in people thinking that he was a god from murdering and through his book, you know. And then he started even trying to take the persona. Like he convinced himself even of that after a while.
I found it strange that L caught on to it very fast than any other cop did, though.
Yeah, for that very first approach L did from the interview, when he was able to break down the scenario, like that's like a super profiler. That's some like, you know,
Yeah.
extra.
Definitely. FBI agent.
They don't wear shoes.
Like some Jason Bourne shit.
Yeah. Training them for stuff like that. Putting them in think tanks and things like that.
Ooh, speaking about that, do you guys play video games?
Just got into them. I'm a newbie.
Well, actually, for
People, do you guys say that still?
yep,
Noob.
Oh, that's what we forgot to talk about.
video
Sayings.
Sayings, like words. Is it an age limit on sayings, or is it cool to just say whatever? Out of sight, brother.
You guys let us know. We'll dive into that next episode. Do a whole.
If I call somebody a low down, dirty turkey, what does that mean?
It means you dropped it at the food line. And the price
hungry.
was cheap.
Somebody's hungry. But now I play action fighting games. I like stories, like a little story with my game. You know, like A Way Out. That's an old story that's been written a lot of times. Some people know it as Shawshank Redemption.
Oh, really? That's okay.
But it's a game now called A Way Out.
Well, for you fans that have know this, I am a big Mortal Kombat fan, and I grew up on that from that man right there, my uncle.
I never heard of it.
Mortal Kombat?
No.
Sweet Jesus. Okay. Well, Mortal Kombat.
Fucking course I heard Mortal Kombat.
It's when a bunch of guys wear a duck suit and they start slapping each other, and then
Oh.
He's getting it.
yeah,
Well,
my duck calls don't work.
Well, for all
I
of you
just
that have
pictured
know,
like preachers fighting each other.
oh Jesus. But for those you have known, I grew up being a gamer and a big fan of Mortal Kombat because of my uncle, man with the leaf headband right there. And the first system I played it on was the Nintendo 64. And I remember this because this was when my uncle was destroying me in that game, and I could not even beat him once. Ever.
Kept asking for it.
Every
Kept
day.
saying I like to play by myself.
I
Get
told
my
him
skills
everything.
up.
I told him everything you know.
Yeah, he told me how to turn on the machine. he told me how to plug in the
I
controller.
was like, what you do is you button smash.
You just breathe.
No.
Breathe.
Well, Uncle Kata, I don't know if you told Twiggz the story. When when I was living with my mom, and because I didn't really like play games like that, I used to play with my Mighty Morphin Power Rangers action figures. And there was a time where it was a day where when I see my uncle sit in the room and just go ham. I thought he was like watching a show or just be minding his own business. And then I just see him playing Mortal Kombat trilogies. And I was, for some reason, that was the first game I was like so interested. It wasn't Mario Kart, it wasn't Star Wars. Mortal Kombat trilogy
that was a good one.
Was the game.
And that's where all the fatalities was. Like I had a whole dictionary book full of fatalities.
Yeah, he had the little notebook.
You had to learn how to do all the moves.
Yeah, you had to press 1,000 buttons.
Yeah, it was a lot. Like 10, 12, 15, 18 commands.
But you know what's funny, Uncle? I remember you had like the little notebook. I was like, what is this? He's like, it's solo move. I was like,
it was crazy when you were trying to do those fatalities. Your character ends up doing this thing that's like.
Yeah. Starts glitching out. It's just
like, fuck, I messed up. I uppercutted him. Let's try it again. And you're in front of the character that's spinning like this.
Yeah. I didn't do it right.
Fuck. Perfect.
Yeah.
Flawless victory.
Oh, yeah, that's what happens if you don't end up doing anything. At the end of countdown, you're just doing this jerky motion, and the character's spinning, and then he falls down.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Ah! But that was the very first game that I fell in love with because of my uncle. And ever since then, that was like if you would ask me anything about Mortal Kombat, I can give you probably 10 to 5 answers, maybe more. Because I studied Mortal Kombat like from up to down.
Who's the whoopsie guy?
Whoopsie. The whoopsie. Oh, I can't remember his name. Whoopsie. That's the one I don't remember. But I do know this. Do you know Noob Saibot?
Yeah, I know Saibot is.
Do you know his name is spelled? His name is combined with 2 of the main people that made it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Is John Tobias and
Sorry. Tobias is a character from a show that's really funny. Sorry.
Yeah, but his
Arrested Development. You remember Tobias? Blue Man Group Tobias, never nude.
But I think but both their name is spelled backwards. Their both last name is spelled backwards, which is Noob Saibot.
Yeah.
So that's how he was made. I was like, oh, that's pretty good. But I like all the stories. I like the plot twists. And I do like I do like the new ones, but if they're gonna make another one, I just hope it turns out to be, dope. Because I'm still playing the number 11. Getting the hang of it.
I think they should retire it.
You know what they're planning to do. But I think his name Tobias. Yeah, John Tobias confirmed that they're trying to do a crossover with Marvel. So like you know how they did.
I heard of that.
Like how they did NetherRealms and DC.
Yeah.
Did Injustice, but I feel like Marvel will do good.
They probably should.
You don't think just like Injustice, you don't think Marvel will do like in that same category but better?
You actually liked Mortal Kombat versus DC?
Let's not get into that.
What happens is like
it's gonna be a repeat, buddy.
No. It's not Marvel versus Mortal Kombat. Marvel and NetherRealm Studios are thinking about making a Marvel game just with NetherRealm Studios project like Injustice. So like you know how Injustice came out, like that, but just straight Marvel. But they're trying to make Marvel more bloodier, but Disney's not having that.
I don't know how I feel about that.
You don't think it's gonna pull off?
I don't know how I feel. Like, cause Injustice. All right, I get Injustice. Like that's the DC characters. Some of them. Like I get that. Like that's kind of Mortal Kombat-ish.
Right.
But I don't know to make a Marvel game like that. I don't know, man.
But look what they did with Injustice. The gameplay was good. They came in with a great story that became a movie, and comic book included.
I don't know, man. But you never know. Like you could try it out, see what happens. Just hope it don't end up like that Superman game.
Which one?
All of them suck. doesn't matter which one.
Pick one. Yeah, that one.
Yeah. They all sucked.
I never played the Superman games.
All them shit sucks balls.
Yeah, it don't seem interesting.
But Spider-Man, I'll give Sony one of these for Spider-Man.
They've been pretty consistent
for hoarding
games.
Spider-Man like a clingy girlfriend on Valentine's Day.
Hey, clingy with Spider-Man. Yeah. No one can have him. Peter.
Don't look
Spidey.
at him. This is for PlayStation. Don't look. you can't.
Sony entertainment.
You can't.
Well, we Xbox fans,
We got Miles Morales.
well, we got Gears of War, so you know what you gonna tell us that.
Yeah. Well, that's it's like I'm not trying to throw it in nobody's face as another Activision, but you know, there's a lot of things going on.
Oh my god, yo, what's that like World of Warcraft and all that shit is gonna go on with Xbox? That's gonna be
Call
crazy.
of Duty. Call of Duty was the biggest game that PlayStation had, and that is Activision.
They might keep that across platform though.
Yeah,
Maybe.
But the thing is that they don't have to.
Trying to make money,
They really don't have to.
But
Yeah.
just like PlayStation, you want to be selfish, baby. Xbox can be selfish, baby.
That's so crazy.
You want to keep Spider-Man? We'll keep everything else, you bastard.
Yeah, that's some
We'll take everything else. You'll just have Spider-Man. We'll take God of War, everything else.
well, no, God of War is his own PlayStation platform. God of War is his own PlayStation platform.
Yeah, you sure? It's owned by Sony. It's not owned by Bethesda. Nobody.
If I'm not mistaken.
We're gonna have to do some research on that one, ladies and gentlemen, because if PlayStation down to its bare bones, we'll have to give up that Spider-Man. Gonna have to give Xbox the Miles Morales. You can keep Peter Parker. We want the Miles Morales. All we want is Miles. Like we just need Miles.
Miles
and his
suited
story.
up and his story moving on.
We need Miles in his story.
But you can't keep Miles without Peter.
What are you talking about? Peter was dead when Miles originally started.
But hold on. But this is don't do that.
Sometimes when I feel like talking,
He's making a strong argument.
Okay.
Remember in this universe,
Okay.
Peter Parker is an inspiration on Miles.
because they wanted to put that in the game to keep the brother down.
But even when he
Wrong button.
That worked. I need correct.
But even when he died, he was still a big inspiration on him. That's what made him become Spider-Man.
Inspiration, yes. That doesn't mean they gotta hold hands and web swing down the block together. He's dead. New Spider-Man, Miles Morales, having smoochy time with Gwen Stefani the Spider.
but Gwen is also owned by Sony. So what are you gonna say about that?
See, now this is what people get confused. Sony don't own the whole Spider franchise. No, they just own Peter Parker, Spider-Man. That's it. You don't own the whole Spider franchise.
What do they own? They own the Amazing Spider-Man, right?
This is what Monster is trying to imply to you.
Yes.
That they own all the spiders, which they don't. They only own Spider-Man, Peter Parker.
Which is the original.
That's it. You don't own Miles. You don't own Gwen. You don't own Metal Spider. You don't own any of those. You just own Peter. That's it.
But remember, the story starts with Peter.
Yes, it does start with Peter, and it ends with his death. So after that, all the spider people that came after that, they don't own, bro. Sorry to tell you, bro, but they don't own it.
So
I'm sorry, bro.
if they would have taken,
I'm sorry.
If they would have taken Miles, how you gonna make a story out of Miles?
Miles has a story. Miles has his own villains. Miles has his own background.
But he's the argument I think someone
he
could
doesn't
make.
stem off of Peter Parker at all.
How do you say that?
The only thing that connects him to Peter Parker is that he was a Spider-Man fan. He was in love with Spider-Man. When he found out that Spider-Man was Peter Parker, he wanted some training. He didn't get that because Spider-Man died. The original story.
But why you gotta go like? Why you gotta say Spider-Man?
Because that's just their brand. He was the original Spider-Man.
Right.
Okay. He's dead. Somebody else has to take up the mantle. And he just so happens to be black. That don't mean his whole reality just extends from Peter Parker just because he was the first one.
Well, he's black and Hispanic, so you got that Hispanic.
I didn't forget that. You know what? Thanks. But we're not forgetting the fact that Peter Parker does not make Miles Morales. He was supposed to train him and never did it. This new story that they put together for PlayStation is putting them together so they can have the training that he never got.
So I got one thing that I think, like, let's say if this got to court about Mario, which I think why Sony has the edge on it is like to take the name of something else and then continue a story and say no, it's different because it's a different story. It's like if some random dude takes Batman and be like, I know this is Batman. This is Batman's great grandson.
That's exactly how they're trying to steal Miles. Because you don't have any rights to Miles. You just have rights to Spider-Man Peter Parker.
That part
not
is true.
Spider-Man Miles Morales. But just Spider-Man Peter Parker.
I didn't know that part.
Not Spider-Girl Gwen.
So they want Miles too.
They want Miles too.
I didn't know that.
That was the whole thing about them coming out with the game. They was trying to steal Miles too and get him locked down. But can't do that. Like if it's not on paper, can't do it.
But like Twiggz said, like the rights, just like with Shazam. Shazam, that wasn't his name. His name was Captain Marvel, and Marvel sued them.
That was already a battle. That battle happened in the 60s.
That shit was hilarious.
So
I saw a whole documentary of those battles and stuff like that. That was so funny.
They battle for a name.
Yeah, because technically DC was right. DC came out in the 40s. Marvel came out in the 60s.
Right.
So that's a whole 20 years, a gap. And then all of your characters look like my characters. They got the same powers. Like, you don't find that a little suspicious?
Well, Captain Marvel and Shazam don't really have the same powers. But
no, they didn't have the same powers. It's just his name being Captain Marvel. He used the name Marvel for his company. So he chose to sue them because of the name. So that's why they had the whole lawsuit, and they had to call him Shazam, and they gave this mysterious person the name Captain Marvel. So
I think the original Captain, the Marvel after Shazam was another dude too.
Yeah,
was it like an alien too? Like,
so that they pretty much wrote the story of the court battle into the comic books.
It's like they're not taking Captain Marvel. It's Marvel. We own him. We own that name. Yeah. We're DC's. We came up with the name. Still Marvel.
Yeah, exactly what happened.
In a few years, Disney's gonna buy them too.
A few years they lost. Yeah, they lost the battle.
You think Disney's gonna buy DC?
Buying everybody.
They already did. It's like, what do you mean they're gonna? They already did.
They ain't buy DC.
No, they have Marvel.
They have Marvel.
They have Marvel, and they have Lucasfilm.
I feel like Disney is like the government.
Yeah. They own a lot of shit.
They take everything from you.
Actually, they have like contracts with the government too since like early 1900s. Since their early start.
They're like everything. Every time you
propaganda, cartoons, the whole nine.
Watch in 20 years, YouTube's gonna be part of Disney. YouTube Disney.
It's a small world after all.
Message.
YouTube Disney Plus.
Hey, you gotta be careful with that.
This boost is kicking in.
Oh, I'm sorry. We don't we don't want that kicking in. So
That'll be apocalypse.
I'm sorry, everybody. We're gonna have to take a medical break, and I hope everybody had as much fun as possible. It's been a long break. We're gonna come back with a lot more episodes, hear you more often, and more exciting conversations.
Ooh! I have a question.
Okay.
See, I forgot it now because I was so excited.
Awesome. So we're gonna get back to this. We're gonna get back to this goodbye. So everybody, say your goodbyes. I am StablestSHADY.
I am Twiggz Rivera,
and our special guest, Omicron.
Come on, man.
Percy I-8. Sorry.
Wow. I have initials. It's
Obsidian Monster.
Thank you.
So. I hope all had the best time of their lives because I had fun. So,
and remember, people, you only live once, so take care, love all, appreciate all.
bye, everybody.
Adios.
Yeah.